Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
We all have wishes at Christmas. Maybe it's a car, repairs to your home, new appliances, or travel. Get yourself that perfect gift with a GUT Credit Union Christmas Make-A-Wish loan. You can get the money you need to make that holiday wish come true. Apply for a loan and you'll be entered to win one of 5 shopping sprees at Foodland Supermarket. Plus, great prizes from Sol EC Limited, Dean Mattresses, Digicel Grenada Limited, and Beacon Insurance. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/Christmas. Apply now and make your wish the perfect gift this Christmas. Special conditions apply.
From Television Center at the Grenada Broadcasting Network, this is Network News for Wednesday, December 28, 2022. In the headlines, police-involved shooting incident leaves robbery with violent suspect nursing gunshot wound to his hip. Jerry Edwin to appeal Mitch Phillips' guilty verdict, while Chad David's sentencing is put on hold. Health Minister says the monthly $500 honorarium to nurses serves as an apology and a deterrent to migration. In around the globe regionally, it's nomination day in Antigua. Internationally, deadly blizzard envelops parts of the United States. Plus in the sports news, Grenada among countries to host West Indies Championship matches next year. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Police are still on the lookout for 2 individuals allegedly involved in last Thursday's robbery with violence. Details in this Christina John report.
Trinidadian national Christian Barboza, accused as a participant in a robbery that took place last Thursday at the Grand Mall gas station, was apprehended by police and charged with robbery with violence. He is represented by attorney Jerry Edwin, who believes his client had a very minor role in the incident to the point that he considered it negligible.
The magistrate is reserving his judgment with respect to bail, and I expect that the magistrate will give me a definitive response as to bail, because there are some concerns, non-residency and so forth, as is the usual case.
The attorney says there are some legitimate concerns that must first be addressed.
A charge, or is a charge, of robbery with violence, and it is considered a very serious offense. This is not a causing harm offense. This is an indictable matter ordinarily heard in the High Court. So the magistrate wants to reserve his opinion on this, and naturally we will accede to his request, because there's some concerns that the prosecution has, and we consider that they ought to be given the time and the reassurance that my client is able to secure bailers and is not a flight risk from this jurisdiction when this matter is going to be heard by the court.
According to police report, a call was received around 6:15 p.m. Preliminary inquiries revealed that masked individuals entered the business place demanding money from a member of staff. Using a motor vehicle, the individuals fled with an undisclosed sum of money. Attorney Edwin commended officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force for their swift and coordinated response, which led to several persons of interest quickly identified and taken into custody to assist with investigation.
Have arrested one individual, a Trinidadian national, in connection with the robbery of the Grand Mall gas station. It is perhaps testimony to the incredible detective skills of our RGPF officers who don't get enough credit for the work that they do. Within hours of this robbery's occurrence, they had a suspect in custody, just hours. And less than a week, they actually were able to identify 2 other persons allegedly involved in that incident.
Christina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, the Royal Grenada Police Force confirms the occurrence of a police-involved shooting incident during the early hours of Wednesday, December 28, 2022, at Beaulieu St. George, during which a man was injured. Police were in the process of apprehending the individual who was wanted for questioning in connection with the offense of robbery with violence, resulting in him receiving a gunshot wound to his hip. He was immediately transported to the General Hospital, where he is currently warded as a patient. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. We'll have an update as other information comes to hand. Now, this story to report: found guilty of non-capital murder, Chad David's sentencing, originally sentenced scheduled for December 22, is put on hold. Christina John reports.
The now 20-year-old Chad David will have to wait till the middle of January 2023 to hear his sentence. His attorney, Jerry Edwin, is adamant that he should be tried as a juvenile, not as an adult. He was 17 years old at the time of the chopping incident. David has already served 4 years on remand.
Our position will be that Chad David was 17 at the time when he committed this offense. And so the Juvenile Act is the controlling law and not the sentencing guidelines as set down by the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. We intend to make our written submissions to the court as to why the Juvenile Act prevailed. And so he should not be sentenced as an adult.
After deliberating for several hours, a 12-member jury returned with a unanimous verdict of guilty of non-capital murder on December 2nd, 2022. David was charged in connection with the fatal chopping incident in November 2019 that resulted in the death of his 34-year-old cousin Marvin Francis, also of Duquesne. David reportedly inflicted several chop wounds, including one to Francis' neck, following an altercation over a sum of money. The murder victim's hands were reportedly almost severed, and his head was almost completely decapitated. He also suffered other serious injuries. David was charged with the indictable offense of non-capital murder. 10 witnesses testified in the case. David was brought before High Court Judge Justice Paula Guilford. Christina John, GBN News.
Well, Mitch Phillips' case is to be appealed. Christina John has another court report.
Not enough evidence to have found Mitch Phillips guilty of non-capital murder. So says representing attorney Jerry Edwin, who is considering an appeal.
We are going to file an appeal on several grounds, not least of which that the prosecution's expert conducted a remote autopsy from the funeral home, Lacroix Funeral's home, using a cell phone, believe there are sufficient grounds for a court of appeal to look anew at this case.
Mitch Phillip faces a maximum penalty of life imprisonment and will be sentenced on February 24, 2023. Phillip was found guilty of non-capital murder of his common-law wife, Chanel Alexis, on Monday, December 19, 2022. The case was brought against the Victoria St. Mark resident in connection with the May 30th, 2020 death of 23-year-old Chanel last month at the St. George's No. 1 High Court.
That this case was a travesty of justice. Clear. The jury returned a unanimous verdict within 2 hours of hearing a case that lasted over 6 weeks. There was no evidence that Mitch Phillip played any role whatsoever in the death of Chanel Alexis, the mother of his 2 young daughters. Based on what we have heard, and I think based on what anyone who is sitting in that courthouse would have heard, Mitch Phillip is no murderer.
Attorney Edwin alleges numerous influences in this matter and believes defendants should have a choice.
There had been, unfortunately, prevailing opinion throughout Grenada that implicated Mr. Phillip in this. You know, social media, the man on the street, the popular opinion, all of that seemed to have sunk into the heads of the jurors. They never considered the evidence in this case. The man who is charged should have a choice. He should say, I want to be heard by a judge alone. Because this evidence is so complex and the rumor mill is so well oiled, I could never get a fair trial in front of 12 people.
Edwin calls on the Attorney General and by extension the Bar Association that in order to advance the course of justice, persons charged with criminal offenses in the High Court be able to elect a judge or a jury to hear their case. Christina John, GBN News.
Before the break, forecasters at the Met Office at Maurice Bishop International Airport have warned that a shear line, band of cloudiness and associated showers, which may be accompanied by thunder, is expected to traverse the state of Grenada after midnight tonight, Wednesday, December 28, and into early Thursday morning. According to the midday public weather forecast issued by the weather experts, the state of Grenada is expected to experience partly cloudy and windy conditions with isolated afternoon showers, becoming cloudy overnight with occasional showers, some heavy and a medium chance of thunder. Wind east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers, and seas are expected to be moderate to rough with waves 7 to 10 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Now, as a direct impact of the forecast, the Met Office has issued a warning for a low chance of flooding and or flash flooding in vulnerable areas tonight into Thursday morning. Marine and high surf advisories are also in effect. NADMA reminds the public that although the official 2022 Atlantic hurricane season has ended, citizens should remain mindful of the impacts of adverse weather conditions and always be prepared. NADMA says it will provide updates as necessary. This is Network News. Still ahead from us, Health Minister says the monthly $500 honorarium to nurses serves as an apology and a deterrent to migration. We'll talk about that. See you in a while.
Whoa! Did you hear that? The National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Jackpot is $240,000. Play Lotto today for chances at winning big. Lotto. Play and win a lot of money.
Ariza celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arizacu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
After a long year of waiting, Flow brings you the magic of Christmas giving. Discounts on devices to bring you closer to your loved ones. Prizes to enjoy with your family and friends. And the best in entertainment bundles for everyone to gather around. This Christmas, one gift brings many more. Like more data and speeds to share everything with the family. So sign up, bundle up, switch up, top up, or pay up to win $4,000 in cash or appliances plus other weekly prizes. For the best in Christmas deals and rewards, visit discoverflow.co.
Christmas safety tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check your tree lights and outdoor lights for damage each year before you use them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children never to touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside or vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlake.
Why wish upon a star? Our bank is better by far. Whatever you're wishing for this Christmas, we'll give you low interest and no fun.
Make your wishes come true this Christmas with a loan from Co-op Bank. Make those home renovations, treat your family and friends, and get the things on your Christmas list. All of this is possible with our hassle-free financing of up to $40,000. Apply today and you can be one of the 5 lucky customers to win a shopping spree. Have it all as you wish this Christmas with Co-op Bank. Visit our website or your nearest retail banking unit for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Christmas wishes come true with Co-op Bank and you. Welcome home.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door.
Yar, shiver me timbers. What's this? Free tile?
Ooh, free tile? We've got to go capture this treasure.
Full speed ahead! Yar, with prices like these, there's no need to plunder at all. Free tiles for Christmas is back at Island Style.
Yo ho ho! Buy 100 tiles at the regular price, get up to 20 tiles absolutely free! Magnificent!
Remember, when you think tile, think Island Style. Yar, maybe I should tell my fellow pirate elf, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, I think he's busy fighting monsters these days.
No, this is Christmas time. Celebrate in style. With furniture on, you can will make it with your one. With unsecured loans, reduced interest rates, win cash prizes for the best Christmas ever. So we'll make it, hey, pirate playing, hey, ham and black cake eating. Now this is Christmas.
Get unsecured loans up to $50,000 and a chance to win cash prizes this Christmas at Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Surround yourself with the fresh aroma of Beep Ocean Spray Air Freshener. Relive the joy of being out on the open ocean with Beep for a happy, healthy home.
And
Enchanted.
Enchanted.
Saturday, December 31st, the Athletic Stadium will be transformed into a sea of black and silver as we roll out the red carpet for Enchanted. Grenada, get ready to welcome from Barbados the legendary band Crossfire. Crossfire, celebrating their 33rd anniversary, alongside performances from Vern and the Legacy Band.
Mr. Golden.
Dash. Music by
DJ Danny and Kingpin.
Look out for the lovely fireworks display
to welcome 2023.
Get your early bird tickets for only $130.
VIP $450. Complimentary drink on entry.
Don't miss Enchanted, the perfect way to end off 2022
and start 2023.
Brought to you by Megaforce Promotions and sponsored by Netherlands Insurance.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Have your family or friends ever needed cash now, but you are nowhere close to give it to them directly? With the cardless cash feature from Republic Bank Online and your mobile phone, it is hassle-free and convenient to send money to anyone, including yourself, using the Republic mobile app. Simply log into your account, access the cardless feature, enter the amount you want to transfer, and using the access code provided, the cash can be withdrawn instantly from a designated Republic Bank ATM without a card. Republic Bank Cardless Cash is convenience at your fingertips. To learn more about our cardless cash features, visit republicgrenada.com for more details. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the newscast. The Royal Grenada Police Force is reporting a fairly quiet Christmas holiday period. Assistant Superintendent Simon Douglas, in charge of the Community Relations Department, updating the media on Wednesday, said accidents remain a cause for concern for the RGPF.
I would say we had quite a bit for a 4-day period. 45 accidents in total throughout the island, but throughout the country is a large number. We had 2 serious ones included in those 45. As I said, it's a large number for a 4-day period, and of course that can be attributable to the large volume of alcohol consumption and lack of sleep, persons partying all night and driving afterwards. All of those things could have influenced the amount of accidents that we've had. So we wish to caution drivers, and not just the drivers, but persons using the roads, because sometimes pedestrians are responsible for causing accidents. So all persons using the roads, we caution you to exercise that level of care that would assist us in preventing the occurrence of those accidents.
He said there were 2 serious accidents resulting in 7 individuals sustaining injuries, with 2 still hospitalized. The 2 major accidents were recorded in Plain St. Patrick, where the vehicle slammed into a wall, and a Christmas Day accident in Woodford St. John. Assistant Superintendent Douglas believes the heightened increase in police presence on the streets has a positive impact on reducing crime and accidents over the Christmas holidays.
Of police presence on the streets throughout the country, we anticipated, and in fact we are happy to report that it did result in less incidences of crime and so on than might have been if we did not have that much police officers on the ground, on the streets. Right? We know that for the past 2 years or so, persons have not been able to shop and, as we say, have a Merry Christmas as is normal in Grenada. So we anticipated that there was going to be heightened activity, shopping and so forth this year than the past 2 years. So that also helped to influence the number of police officers on the streets. Okay. We're also in the middle of our tourist season. And throughout the holidays, we've been having cruise ships in port. And so that, again, is another factor that would have influenced the presence of the police on our streets.
Other news, a $500 per month honorarium from government may not be enough to entice nurses from leaving Grenada to seek better livelihoods for themselves. However, Health Minister Jonathan Lecret says it's worth a try.
To me, it was an apology to our nurses for being called chicken thieves. One. Two, to me, it was an apology also for the way that they have been treated over the past few years. Devalued, disdained, lack of compassion, and I can go on.
Health Minister Jonathan Lecret says government's honorarium to nurses in the amount of $500 per month serves as an apology, not for tomfoolery.
As an administration, we do not have the time for bare Nancy pageantry. The $500 honorarium was not given to trick, coerce, mama guy, our nurses. If we wanted to do that, we would have given them $5,000.
This $500 monthly token payment to nurses also serves as a discouragement to migration.
Nurse, we need you. Doctors, we need you. The situation is not of the best. We understand that. But hear the cry of your minister. If you leave, we are crippled. If you leave, we are doomed. Give us the opportunity to value you and to show you that you mean something to our system.
Is that enough to encourage nurses to stay in Grenada and continue to provide much-needed services? Minister Lecret says he simply doesn't know, but it's worth a try. He said reforming the health sector will require an aggressive reformative posture geared towards addressing a number of deficiencies, including filling vacant positions. The human resource factor he addressed was the need for training for locals to take up senior positions. A recent issue at the Monge Mental Hospital was also considered, as he said local healthcare workers are treated by some brought in to provide their service in a way not fitting to humans.
When they come in, there is a level of superintendence and superiority that is placed over our people because they know we need them. So they leverage that need with disdain and disgust. But it will stop, Madam President.
Cherian Blackman, Stephen, GBN News.
President of the Senate, Dr. Decima Williams, is the appointed acting Governor General of Grenada. Her appointment in the absence of Her Excellency Dame Cecilia Grenade, who is out of state on personal business. The Governor General is scheduled to return on Sunday, January 1, 2023. Vendors participated in the first Christmas market, and from all indications, they want more events of this nature. Even some Grenadians at home and in the diaspora want the same. That's what's creating a buzz on social media.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
The first official Christmas market was launched at the car park of the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Friday.
The official opening of the first Christmas market, an avenue created for local producers to showcase their products for sale. This event was implemented by the Ministry of Infrastructure with support support from the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Agriculture, among others.
Social media users took to the comment section to share their thoughts about this development. The following views are that of members of the public and not of the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Carolyn said, well, hopefully this move will let them gain more revenue. It is a great initiative. However, it should also be beneficial in a way that it is boosting sales for these vendors. Shireen said, great initiative. However, I feel it started a wee bit too late for Christmas. Maybe next year it should be the entire month of December with musical performances, etc. Allison chimed in, when I was growing up, there was always a lot of beautiful Christmas things in the market with Christmas shopping. What is the difference with this one? Pastor Gilbert said, good one and laudable. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Rastafari Organization for Centralization member says they had permission to carry marijuana tree to Christmas market. Next.
Sweet tips for people living with diabetes this holiday season. Add spices like cinnamon or ginger to enhance the flavor of sorrel. It doesn't have to be extra sweet. Have a limited amount of cake or ice cream as part of your meal. For example, if your meal has 3 grains of green banana, replace 1 grain of banana with a small slice of cake. Don't skip meals and keep your portion sizes in mind. Flavor desserts with local spices and natural sugar-free sweeteners. Enjoy the natural sugars in fruits when making punches or drinks instead of using condensed milk or sugar. You don't have to be perfect at every meal. Just be cautious of your choices. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Speysile Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Speysile Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Speysile Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grandlands. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 440-1500. or visit any of our 3 locations. Speysile Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the season to be jolly, and the NLA is giving back loads of prizes to its loyal customers in its exciting Xmas Bonanza promotion. Yes, Grenada! It's your opportunity to win hams and bottles of wine and rum from November 15th to December 31st. Over 450 prizes will be up for grabs during this festive season. Simply purchase a single ticket valued at $12 or more in Lotto, Cash 4, Playway, or Pick 3, and check your tickets for the word ham, wine, or rum. Play daily for chances to win every day. Prizes are redeemable at NLA's head office on the Carenage on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting November 16th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Happy Christmas, Grenada! Ho, ho, ho!
This Christmas, give the gift of sight with a little help from Quartz Optical. Choose from the widest selection of fashionable and affordable frames with flexible payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today at www.quartzoptical.com and get a free gift with every frame plus lens purchase. Come enjoy our gift to you from Quartz Optical, where your eye exam is always free. All major insurance providers are accepted. See in store for details. Merry Christmas from Quartz Optical. Value you can see.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Shop at Southern Electrical during the 12th to the 23rd of December for a chance to be entered in winning a 32-inch smart TV. Spend a minimum of $500 EC to qualify. Southern Electrical, best value, expert advice, quality products.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
After a long year of waiting, Flow brings you the magic of Christmas giving. Discounts on devices to bring you closer to your loved ones. Prizes to enjoy with your family and friends. And the best in entertainment bundles for everyone to gather around. This Christmas, one gift brings many more, like more data and speeds to share everything with the family. So sign up, bundle up, switch up, top up, or pay up to win $4,000 in cash or appliances plus other weekly prizes. For the best in Christmas deals and rewards, visit discoverflow.co.
Welcome back. Members of the Rastafari Organization for Centralization say they were authorized to display a cannabis plant at the inaugural Christmas market. Beverly Telesford has more.
During the official opening of Christmas Market on Friday, members of the Rastafari Organization for Centralization had a booth to display cannabis products as part of their sensitization on the cannabis plant and its uses. The members had an unprocessed cannabis plant with them at the time, which prompted members of the Royal Grenada Police Force to swoop into the booth to question the members. The police officers questioned whether the ROC members had permission to display the plant so boldly. Representative from the ROC, Michael Baptiste, said they got permission stemming from a conversation during last Tuesday's Senate debate.
Well, I'm part of the commission, the Cannabis Commission, and we took that what's going on here now, that project is part of the commission project for the sensitization of marijuana in Grenada. And the sensitization is dealing with the products and all these things. So this Tuesday we was in the Senate, myself and my brethren, and we gave them the message, and they called and they said that the senator called, I think Mr. Francois or somebody like that, and they said this was okay. That's why I come with the tree today.
But he said they presented some points from a 6-month sensitization project to the agriculture minister for approval.
It's not a permission slip, but it's some high points we took to the Senate, to the Minister of Agriculture, in order to get things going. Because what happened, the commission is right now on a 6 months sensitization program, which is going on right now. This project here is part of that, you know. So, and in that project we must use the hubs to sensitize the people.
The intent to decriminalize marijuana was one of the issues championed by the National Democratic Congress on the campaign trail in the lead-up to the 2023 general elections. Last Monday, Agriculture Minister Adrian Thomas announced the opening of a secretariat to facilitate the move to legalize marijuana.
But we have gone a step further because we are talking about legalizing it for medicinal purposes. Since then, Madam President, we have put in place a commission to coordinate that activity. In January, we'll be opening the Secretariat so that the necessary work can be done. Madam President, there will be a CEO in the Secretariat.
This Christmas market event was implemented by the Ministry of Infrastructure with support from the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Agriculture and others. Minister for Legal Affairs and Labour Senator Claudia Joseph declared the Christmas market officially opened on Friday under the theme Buy Local, Eat Local, Support Local. The next Christmas market will be held on December 30th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with free shuttle service provided from the St. George's Bus Terminus to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Motorists must remember at all times the need to be careful on the nation's roads. There were a few accidents during the Christmas holidays, and this is one of them. It's time to take a peek through the GBN ISO lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Our GBN ISO reporter tonight submitted a video of an accident which occurred over the just concluded Christmas weekend. The accident happened on Christmas Day at Woodford and St. John near the St. John-St. George border. Motorists are encouraged to be cautious on the roads during the festive season. Drive with due care and attention to arrive alive. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
We'll be back with the sports news and around the globe. We'll see you in a while.
Your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love, getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
They come with a catalog you know word for word. They have a league of fans that stretch as far as the eye can see. Their legacy speaks for itself, so we don't have to. The Radisson Grenada Beach Resort is the place to be this New Year's Eve from 9 p.m. for the classic way to ring in the new year, featuring Third World.
You should know it's time for the world to. So won't you try?
This classic cast will also feature Sabrina and the Treehouse Band live. Early bird tickets are available at go2fets.com and Cass Unisex Boutique. Single tickets $500, couples $800. Sunshine Promotions presents Classic. A signature all-inclusive experience celebrating the old and welcoming the new. Sponsored by Blast, Independence Agencies Limited, St. Augustine Medical Services, Radisson Grenada Beach Resort, Best Quote Construction, and Netherlands Insurance, proud supporter of the arts.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent.
If there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carrico. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
We all have wishes at Christmas. Maybe it's a car, repairs to your home, new appliances, or travel. Get yourself that perfect gift with a GUT Credit Union Christmas Make-A-Wish loan. You can get the money you need to make that holiday wish come true. Apply for a loan and you'll be entered to win one of 5 shopping sprees at Foodland Supermarket. Plus, great prizes from Sol EC Limited, Dean Mattresses, Digicel Grenada Limited, and Beacon Insurance. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/Christmas. Apply now and make your wish the perfect gift this Christmas. Special conditions apply.
Good evening, sporting fans. Welcome back after the holidays. First off, Novak Djokovic has been welcomed back into Australia almost a year after he was deported over his COVID vaccine status. Officials confirm the 21-time Grand Slam champion, 35, had landed in the country for January's Australian Open. Serb Djokovic, a 9-time Australian Open winner, had an automatic 3-year ban overturned in November. Last January, when Djokovic arrived in Australia for the 2022 tournament, COVID cases were skyrocketing and government rules required anyone entering the country to be vaccinated unless they had a valid medication exemption. Djokovic, who was detained by the Australian Border Force on entering the country, claimed he had obtained a medical exemption to defend his title without being vaccinated because he had recently recovered from COVID-19. Djokovic, the world number 5, said in November he was relieved to be able to return to Melbourne. Djokovic, who's won Grand Slam title behind Rafael Nadal's record of 22, is scheduled to play in the Adelaide International beginning Sunday, with the Australian Open starting in Melbourne on January 16. Well, Grenada has been listed among countries to host next year's West Indies Championship. This is what we know. It will again be contested over 5 rounds starting February 1. To help compensate for the reduction of matches in the championship, Cricket West Indies will stage a 3-team red ball tournament akin to an all-star series to be known as the Headley Week Series. We can tell you too, the first 2 rounds of the West Indies Championship, featuring the 6 territorial franchise teams, defending champions, will be contested from February 1 to 11 at the National Cricket Stadium in Grenada and the CCG and Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua. After a near 5-week break in the championship, the last 3 rounds will be played from March 15 to April 1. The champions will be crowned and presented with the Headley Weeks Trophy, symbol of supremacy in the West Indies 4-day first-class competitions. That's the sports news for now. Well, it's nomination day in Antigua. General elections will be held there on January 18. The Antigua and Barbuda Electoral Commission is preparing for the elections. Elisha Graham told the Antigua Broadcasting Service this morning that there have been several queries about whether nationals living outside of the country will be able to vote in the upcoming polls.
Unfortunately or fortunately, in Antigua and Barbuda, we don't know exactly which one is yet because we've never really tried it. We do not have electronic voting. We do not have a system. Our laws do not support electronic voting. Our laws do not support the, when I say do not support, it does not have within the Representation of the People Act, which is the act that governs the conduct of elections here in Antigua and Barbuda. It does not make provisions for electronic voting or for you to have somebody voting on your behalf if you're not here, that sort of thing. So unfortunately for those of you who are overseas and would like to participate in the 2023 general elections, you would have to return home and be here on election date in order to participate in the process.
A controversy is also being sparked on the island ahead of the polls there. It surrounds the recent arrival of a plane load of Nigerians. Some have alluded to them being brought in to vote. However, Graham says nothing could be further from the truth.
And I'm happy to actually answer that question and to categorically say that no, these persons will not be eligible to vote in the general elections. Of course, in order to be eligible to vote in Antigua and Barbuda, you have to be 18 years and older. You must be a citizen of Antigua and Barbuda. And additionally, of course, you must have registered and passed through the process of claims and objections. And these individuals, whoever they are, of course, you know, we do welcome them to our shores. We are a tourism destination. However, they will not be eligible to participate in our elections process. Of course, as well, when you go to the respective polling districts to exercise their franchise, you must present your voter's ID card in order to actually get into the polling station to exercise their franchise. Of course, unless these individuals have a valid voter's ID And this is very much not possible since they would have just arrived and they would not have passed that process. They are not and will not be voting in our upcoming general elections.
Further afield in the United States, it has been a difficult Christmas period. Many were trapped indoors as snowstorms rained down on various states. Those along the Canadian border were most affected. Let's get an update on this CNN report.
For 5 days, blizzard conditions have disrupted life and travel across America. Dozens of deaths have been reported. More are expected in the coming days. Emergency services are among those struggling with the weather. 250,000 homes and businesses are estimated to have been hit by power cuts on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The impact of the storm has stretched from Canada to the Mexican border. Montana has experienced the coldest weather, with temperatures dropping to -45. The most impacted residents live here in Buffalo, upstate New York, where half of all deaths have been reported. The state's governor says they're at war with Mother Nature.
Pope Francis has said that his predecessor, Pope Benedict, is very sick after a deterioration in his health on Wednesday. The 95-year-old former pontiff resigned from the post 9 years ago. Pope Francis said during his general audience at the Vatican on Wednesday during a press session that they asked the Lord to console and sustain him in this witness of love for the Church to the very end. A Vatican spokesman later confirmed that in the last few hours, there has been a deterioration due to the advancement of Benedict's age. In 2013, Pope Benedict shocked the world by making the almost unprecedented decision to resign from his position, citing his advanced age. Stay with us. We'll be back to remind you of the headlines. Before we leave you, a reminder of the headlines. Police involved a shooting incident leaves robbery with violent suspect nursing gunshot wound to his hip. Jerry Edwin to appeal Mitch Phillips' guilty verdict, while Chad David's sentencing is put on hold. Health Minister Jonathan Lecret says the monthly $500 honorarium to nurses serves as an apology and a deterrent to migration. In around the globe regionally, it's nomination day in Antigua and Barbuda. Internationally, deadly blizzard envelops parts of the United States. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada among countries to host West Indies Championship matches next year. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you for choosing GBN. Good night.